Imagine a wall, not built from earth but from fear. A wall, not just made of stones but built with blood, sweat, and thousands of corpses. And the most shocking part? Maybe this wall wasn't even built for the reason we've always been told. Yes, today we're talking about the Great Wall of China, which the world sees as a defensive wall. But was it really built to stop enemies? Or is there a hidden truth behind it that's been kept from us for centuries? Did you know this wall is so long that if it were wrapped around India, it could not only cover Pakistan but even the entire Indian Ocean? But did China really need such a massive wall? Or was it all just for show? A propaganda? An illusion of power? Now imagine if such a wall were built in India. There would be 2 million Sonu loves Monu slogans painted on it, and a tea stall every kilometer. But why did China do this? Was it really for defense against external invasions, or was it something else? The Great Wall of China is not just one wall. It's a vast network of thousands of kilometers of separate walls, fortifications, and towers, built over 2,300 years ago by various kings and emperors. The story begins in the 7th century BC, when different Chinese states were constantly at war with each other. Every king wanted more land, more power, and the tallest throne. So they started building walls along their borders to prevent enemy invasions. But the real turning point came during the Qin dynasty, when Emperor Qin Shi Huang ordered all these fragmented walls to be connected into one unified wall. That's how the journey of the Great Wall began. Don't imagine these walls were built with modern machinery. In those times, humans were the machines. Thousands of laborers, soldiers, and prisoners were sent into rugged mountains to build it. No proper food, no rest. If someone fell and died, they were buried right there inside the wall. It's said, under every meter of this wall lies a corpse. Can you imagine? What kind of wall would be nourished with blood? Do you think any ruler would be this cruel just for his own safety? Or was there another fear? Not just of outsiders, but a fear rising from within. Historians believe the Great Wall was a military structure. But now the question is, how was such a long wall guarded with so few soldiers? In reality, this wall served more as an illusion of safety for the Chinese people, rather than an actual defense. A psychological tactic, to make people believe that the emperor was powerful and would protect them. And in truth, it was a distraction from real issues: hunger, taxes, oppression, a political PR stunt that ran 2,000 years ago. Today's leaders use ads to build their image. Emperors of that time built walls. Some historians even argue the Great Wall was just propaganda architecture, like when countries today build a giant bridge just for photo ops. Only back then, there was no social media. In the upcoming parts, we'll explore how not a single major battle was ever fought on the Great Wall, how the Mongol invasions turned this wall into a symbol of foolishness, and how, over time, this wall became one of China's biggest embarrassments. Now just think, such a long, tall wall built with countless sacrifices, and yet, not a single major battle was ever fought on it. Yes, you heard that right. The Great Wall of China never fulfilled the purpose for which it was built. So many sacrifices, so much effort, and the result? A wall that couldn't even stop the enemy. In the 13th century, the Mongols invaded China, and do you know what they did? They didn't break the wall, didn't climb it. They simply bribed their way in, and the gates were opened. Such a massive wall, and one guard's greed brought it all down. The wall that was believed to be invincible was defeated by one man's betrayal. Mongol Emperor Kublai Khan ruled China, while the wall stood there, helpless. History teaches us this. True strength doesn't lie in walls, but in the resolve of people. And when that resolve wavers, even the longest wall in the world fails. The wall wasn't just to keep out enemies, it was also meant to keep the people in. The emperor didn't want his people to have contact with the outside world. Isolation, stay cut off, trust only the king. Do you think a wall only provides protection? Or can it also limit your freedom to think? The Great Wall was more than a border. It was a mental barrier with one goal: control. The emperor tried to block outside ideas and cultures. He wanted the people to only see what he allowed them to see. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Even today, there are walls around us, invisible, but they trap our thinking and limit our freedom. Today, when we look at the Great Wall of China, we just see a tourist destination. People take selfies there, shoot videos, laugh, shout. But have you ever heard the screams hidden behind those bricks? This wall wasn't just built with stones. It was built with the blood, sweat, and bones of the laborers who died during its construction, nameless, without any identity. According to historians, more than 2 million people died building this wall. And the shocking part is, their bodies were buried beneath the wall itself, because sending the bodies back home was considered a waste of money by the government. Just think, the spot where you smile for photos today, maybe beneath that very ground lies someone's son, someone's mother, someone's husband, buried for centuries without a tombstone, without a name. And today's government calls it a heritage site, but no one tells you that this is actually a silent graveyard, where more than stone, human sacrifices are buried. History calls this wall a symbol of strength, but the truth is, it was one of the greatest injustices against humanity. And that's the part tour guides never tell you. So now the question is, why was such a massive wall built in the first place? Security? Yes, that was one reason, but not the whole truth. The Great Wall was built to establish an empire based on fear. This wall wasn't just meant to keep enemies out, but to make the common people feel that the king is supreme and you are mere subjects. Have you ever wondered? Why do the greatest monuments in history contain the deepest graves of humanity? Look at the pyramids of Egypt or this Great Wall. Everywhere, you'll find a long list of sacrifices made in the name of power. But no matter how high the walls are, one day, the light of truth finds its way through. With time, even this Great Wall is cracking. Some parts have collapsed, some have been swallowed by nature, as if history itself is saying, enough is enough. It's time the truth comes out. And now I ask you a question. Are there still such walls around us today? Maybe they're invisible, but they still limit our thoughts, our freedom, our courage to question. If yes, then maybe it's time to break those walls down. If you found this video informative, emotional, and different, then please like it. Tell us in the comments which fact shocked you the most, and subscribe to the channel, because we bring you such deep and unheard truths.